Bangalore is an Indian megacity, home to over 14 million residents. Its lush green spaces and climate earn its name, the Garden City of India. And whilst we do like greenery on IP Exchange, I'm more interested in its other claim to fame as India's tech capital, its very own Silicon Valley.
A rising star is challenging the status quo.
Bangalore dubbed as the Silicon Valley of this country.
This is the Silicon Valley of India.
The first association with the city evokes the following response. IT Hub, Silicon Valley of India.
Despite this name, many semiconductor companies don't target India when they're marketing their chips. These same companies would often prefer to target engineers in the US or Europe or Oceania due to cultural similarities, which does make things easier, but I wonder if that's a mistake or not. In the next 5 to 10 years, India will see major growth in its manufacturing industry, its product design industry, its research and development industry, but also its development as a whole, as a nation. This boom is incentivized by the government of India, which in 2020 launched a scheme designed to attract foreign investment in domestic electronics and semiconductor manufacturing, and overall to reduce its reliance on imports. Over 13 different sectors, the Indian government put aside $28 billion worth of subsidies, of which only 1.7 were allocated as of March this year, completely failing to meet expectations. More on that later. This video is about my experience traveling to Bangalore to attend Electronica India, India's largest electronics trade show. Here, I sat down with great minds from across the globe and learnt more about the Indian electronics industry. Join me as I travel across the globe to get to the bottom of India's high-tech capital. Why not the more populous Mumbai or the nation's capital, New Delhi? I first asked that to GP, whose company is based in Bangalore, and his answer really surprised me.
Many factors. One of the biggest factor actually happens to be weather.
Essentially, because the weather is nice in Bangalore, engineers and other highly paid professionals want to live there and can afford to live there. The good weather acts as a magnet for talent. GP continued to explain that Bangalore is India's top destination for an engineering degree.
Around Bangalore, there are a lot of education centers, which gives rise to a lot of resources that are available, a lot of talents that are available.
Bangalore's weather and its numerous universities have established it as a tech base, which has then in turn allowed for safe corporate investment in the area, which once again only strengthens its role as a technical hub. It's self-fulfilling and it keeps growing. Kevin from Mauser spoke about this, telling me about his company's strategy, saying that Mauser continues to invest people and resources into the region, which is similar to many other large companies, all in the effort to support it in becoming one of the top technical capitals in India.
We're actually investing with both people and with resources, and all of the different manufacturers and industries moving into Bangalore makes it even stronger. But if you look at India, you have to look outside of Bangalore too, because India and the opportunity they have within the next 5 to 10 years is outstanding, because companies from outside India are looking to invest in manufacturing, looking to invest in product development, looking to invest in design. And it's probably not just going to be in Bangalore, it's going to be in cities all around India. So Bangalore will continue to grow. We see it as a major resource, but we also see the rest of India as a major player in our industry for the years to come.
Let's talk about India as a whole then. India's electronic market in manufacture, product development and R&D is growing. The military aerospace and automotive industry are two big ones that India has already closely adopted. There was one thing that Kevin said about the Indian industry that really stuck out to me though.
And within 10 years, that India is going to be the next China.
This makes absolute sense though, right? I mean, India has a combination of cost-effective manpower combined with a young, skilled audience of engineers, which are making it a perfect storm for high-volume production, exactly as was the case with China. But if China already exists and its cost-effective manpower still exists and it still has an abundance of skilled engineers, then why go to India? It's government incentives, that's why. The government of India has incentivized domestic design and production. essentially in return for higher profit margins for companies who take them up on that offer. This scheme is called the PLI scheme, short for Production Linked Incentive, and it's designed to boost the Indian design and manufacturing sector. These were announced in 2020, and as of March 2025, only 1.7 billion of the 23 billion was dispersed into the market. In addition to this, complex geopolitics have meant that some manufacturing and design work that would have previously been elsewhere have been driven towards India, and that is mostly Bangalore.
Goes by, you will see that industry grows very fast. Now the geopolitical issues will only fuel it more.
I asked many people the question, do you think Bangalore will compete with Silicon Valley? And I got either one of two responses. It was either, no, it will remain a production hub, not similar to that think tank Ferrari-style Silicon Valley, or yes, Bangalore is full of young, educated, technical people surrounded by infrastructure and government support to make it happen.
Bangalore is the obvious choice. Each and every global giant is sitting in Bangalore these days. We have Google's here, we have Microsoft here. All of them are operating from Bangalore. So Bangalore can become an obvious choice for Silicon Valley in coming future.
We see the future in India as being large. As a matter of fact, India is our second largest country when it comes to sales in the APAC region. So if companies aren't looking to India for the electronic business, based on I already said, there's going to be manufacturing moving in, there's going to be R&D, there's going to be design moving in. I think if they aren't looking at India now for the future, then they're missing the mark.
The majority of designs around the world, people think are in China and the Americas. The data that we've seen and we consistently see is that India ranks second or third, depending on the month, in the top indexes for the design asset downloads around the world. There are more designs going on in India than anybody previously thought.
All people I spoke to in India agreed that overlooking marketing to Indian engineers is a mistake, and as not investing could be missing out on the world's fastest growing electronics sector, and could be one hell of an opportunity for those who move early. So, how can more companies be successful in the Indian region?
For Western countries to become successful in India, they need to survey the market and they need to see which are the trends growing in the market, and they can put their resources, energies into those particular domains.
This is a quick advertisement just to break up your video, so thank you so much for sticking around. I just want to briefly tell you about this green box. Now, I would call it the Swiss Army knife of electrical engineers, but others call it an all-in-one lab tool. Its legal name is the Analog Discovery 3, and I recently made this YouTube video where I breadboarded some circuits to run it through its paces. Now, for you, I checked out the voltmeter, the oscilloscope, the spectrum analyzer, the waveform generator, the network analyzer, and the protocol analyzer, and I would highly recommend that you check that video out right after this. Bangalore's journey from a pleasant weather city to India's tech capital shows how an abundance of talent, young talent, education, and smart policy can build a global hub from the ground up, a technical hub too. With design, R&D, manufacturing all accelerating, India's electronic industry is no longer just a cost advantage. It really is India's Silicon Valley. Government incentives, geopolitical shifts, and a huge pool of skilled engineers are attracting both local and international investment, while global brands see India as the next great manufacturing and design hub. For Western companies, success will come directly from engaging with India's fastest growing ecosystem. It's about understanding its trends, following them, participating in its events, being there, and building partnerships. And I hope to go back soon. But until then, stay disruptive.